Well, when you're looking for a job, every opening is an opportunity, including those at smaller companies. Career coach Meredith Masse is here to tell us why we shouldn't overlook the little guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
And the fact of the matter is, there are more smaller, mid-sized companies in southern Colorado and in the Denver area that
Absolutely.
are posting, hiring opportunities than the big guys, right?
Well, and if you look at just numbers of companies, we have, Denver certainly has a few larger, global or national organizations headquartered there. But in general, our biggest opportunity, the most companies that we have in the Front Range are smaller to mid-market companies.
So if you're not applying there, you're missing out.
You are definitely missing out.
So when it goes to this, comes to the smaller companies, do you prepare differently for an interview with, say, a smaller company than you would with a big company?
It's not so much that it's totally different, but just some things to keep in mind that a smaller company is gonna be much more important to them than some of the big guns, if you will.
And you have a list of some things that we need to think about. The first thing is what?
Prepare for potential objections.
Okay.
So
what does that mean?
So for them to say, I don't know, are you really the right person for this job?
Right.
Especially if you've had, big company, big corporate.
So you're overqualified,
You're
basically.
overqualified to come to little old us, right?
Okay.
So be prepared to answer that. Be prepared for them to say something like, well, we're afraid you'll leave for a bigger organization, a quote-unquote better opportunity. Be ready to answer and address that question.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that we can pay you what you were making before.
Right. And when you don't have a job and you need a job,
you need a job.
Right.
So one of the best things that you can do is actually two things. Number one, in a smaller company, it's absolutely essential to connect and make a personal connection with the interviewer.
That's your next tip, yeah.
That's not to say that in larger companies that's not also important, but think about a smaller company, maybe it's a more family feel.
People know each other more,
People know each other. They might, actually socialize outside of work. So make that personal connection. LinkedIn is a great place to look to see what their hobbies are. Find out information so that you can connect with them on a personal level. Chemistry is key, right? And so look for clues about the culture of the organization.
Okay.
In general, do they have a good sense of humor? Are they all work and no play?
Right.
And then mirror that in your interview.
And that you'll fit in better that way.
Right, exactly. Because you do want, fit is so important in a smaller company. Absolutely. And lastly, emphasize the immediate value that you'll bring.
Which is tip number 3.
In tip number 3. So you can, you might have a little more of a grace period in a larger company where your sort of immediate contribution may take longer to show up on the bottom line. In a small company, it's absolutely essential that you sell, especially the owner, on what will you do in the first 30 days to 6 months to bring value to that organization.
Wow. So really pinpoint that.
Exactly. And what your previous experience translates into for them.
Okay.
Especially use examples of past successes that parallel and translate into what that small business needs to be successful. Sell your value, sell your value, sell your value. Can I say it again?
That enough, right? Some great tips, and of course so many people still looking for a job out there.
True.
Don't overlook the little guys. There's a lot of them out there, and you probably could find a place in one of those companies. How can people get a hold of you?
Well, we're at, this is long, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
www.innovativecareerconsulting.com is our website, and this is what we do. We help folks accelerate their search to find a job they'll love.
There's the website on your screen. Meredith, we'll see you next time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.